Coming up on this program, we show you how to get connected. Find out how to choose an internet service provider. Discover the newest form of communication, electronic mail.
Ways down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, and holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing. If you know it's time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a
Hi. Hi. Hello. It says there's 4 of you. I hope everybody's doing good. We couldn't wait much longer. Hi, Alex. We just can't. Plus, well, there's a funny story about that. Anyways, that chase was boring. It was so far away. But balloon boys will be balloon boys. Anyways, I hope everybody is doing well today. I'm tired. I've had a long day, but I'm ready to watch a little bit of court for our Sunday Court Watchers Anonymous meeting. If you're new here, you can find solace in the fact that there are other people just like you who love to watch court for no fucking reason other than, well, whatever those reasons are. Back from my failed reality show attempt. You're right, William. I was not the Bachelorette. But yes, I'm back. And actually, reminder, thank you for reminding me. Coming up this week, we're going to be back in the kitchen on Tuesday and Wednesday for some old-fashioned kitchen episodes. So gear up for that. We allow you to be here anonymously. No worries about that, Mike. Yeah. So I'm going to be cooking up a storm, baking up a storm. I could still be a 90-day fiancé. Of course. Of course. I mean, I did get my nails done just in case that were perfect for if I was proposed to. So take that however you want to. Okay? But my nails still look good, so propose away. Propose away, baby. Anyways, let's go ahead. Let's, a drug mule. Yeah, right. Yeah, all right. Oh, I don't know if we're allowed to do, the opposite way. I'll have to look into the rules on that. I got Judge Middleton. I thought on Sundays, you know, sometimes we need to really harken back to our roots. Judge Middleton was one of the first judges that I ever watched. And, you know, I just love Judge Middleton. So once in a while we watch him. Not quite, William. That would be so funny. One time I did end up in America and, like, how to say this nicely? Because, you know, you don't need to be political. I've been traveled all over the world. You don't need to be political. You can be kind and you can be considerate and you can listen to people, but you don't have to be, you know, politically inflammatory in another country. That's one of my things. But sometimes you find yourself amongst just political views that you didn't realize, and then you're a little taken aback. You know, as a Canadian, I don't know, I guess a little bit different. I am not really sure. Regardless, I did not go for a Trump rally. The record can reflect that. I'm happy to confirm that. No offense, but that's the truth. I have some cute hats, but none of them are mega hats. Anyways, let's watch Judge Middleton for a little while. Let's listen to him pause it, you know, how he does it. Yeah, my hat says bread. Where's my bread hat? Where is my bread hat?
Do you have Jennifer Green's paperwork? She does not have a cash bond. It was
I'm
sure.
afraid of that.
You had to do electrical and right?
Yeah, give me a minute. Good afternoon,
was
everybody.
that?
We're back after a 1-minute break. I had one cookie. I didn't get to eat my good sandwich. We have much left to do.
Okay. I'm looking for my bread hat. I need you guys to tell me what kind of cookie did Judge Middleton have? I bet if we wrote him and asked, he would tell us. It is so cute. I believe it was oatmeal. I do. I believe it was oatmeal. It's possible an oatmeal raisin cookie. I'm just saying it. I know he's a fun guy on vacation, but I believe he might be an oatmeal raisin cookie man. That's just my belief. Fuck is that hat? Oh my god. The hat is so cute. It's so cute. Anyways, I'm gonna look for that. You guys guess.
Good afternoon, everybody. We're back after a 1-minute break. I had one cookie. I didn't get to eat my good sandwich. We have much left to do this afternoon, so I appreciate everybody's patience and indulgence. What did Jenny? And the lady that told me she had a cash bond that didn't, and I should have known better. Let's bring everybody in. All right, we got so much going on. We got dozens of people in the room. For everyone that's here, thank you. We're behind schedule. We just, within the last few minutes, finished our morning docket. We went right through lunch. And they think that I can do things faster than I can. They set 3 complicated matters for 15 minutes, all set at 1 o'clock before our landlord-tenant docket starts. So let's check and see who's here on our
This is
general
not my
civil
bread hat,
matters.
but this is another hat I got. It is
Yes.
so cute too.
All right, we have Three Rivers Health versus Samantha Weaver. And Mr. Conley is here. Is Samantha Weaver here? Set that aside for a minute. We have Oliphant Financial versus Margaret Ragland, and Elizabeth Ellison is here on behalf of Oliphant Financial. This is in order to show cause. Then we have Ally Bank, and that would be Ms. Dixit. Is Ana and Antonio Lopez present? We have an interpreter here with us for that purpose.
Do you, Your Honor, do you want me to say that in Spanish?
Yes, please, would you? I'm
¿Está
asking for
presente?
Ana and Antonio Lopez.
Ana y Antonio López están presentes.
Well, these are gonna go faster than I thought because none of the defendants are here. We had a very crowded courthouse all morning. Do I have any customers here for general civil court?
There is nobody out here in the hallway yet.
No crying babies or anything?
All those are gone.
All right, thank you. Bye. All right, we had crying children, stomping children, people running around, people in custody, a lot of each. All right, stay with me for a minute, Ms. Montero, and see what we got.
Certainly.
Three Rivers
It's a
Health
company.
versus Samantha Weaver, file 25449 GC. Mr. Robert Conley is here for the plaintiff. The defendant is not here.
They make vegetables.
There's a garnishment in place, and the defendant filed a motion for installment payments of $50 a week. She's not here to address it. Mr. Conley, do you have a position on that?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I
And
did
they
have a
sell
chance to
seeds.
speak with her last week, and we agreed on a payment plan of $200 a month starting October 10th and the 10th of each month. I'm fine with that payment plan, Your Honor. So I do not need the wage garn entered, but I would request that the tax garnishment be entered if you've received it.
All right.
Yeah, seeds is a big part of their business. And food. Like this is one
All
of
right,
their.
so let's see if I have an order here. I don't. Yes, I
It's a
do.
tin of vegetables. It's sweet
All right,
barley.
order regarding installment payments. $200 every month, starting October 10th. The rate for garnishments is suspended.
I don't think it was ever even entered, Your Honor, to be honest.
So I don't know, tax garnishment would stand. All right. Mr. Conley, this isn't our usual time to meet, so this is an unusual time for me. Then it usually set these at 1 o'clock. I don't like to start at 1 o'clock, but we got so much to do that. I'll find a place to put them.
Okay.
And so I'll enter that, and hopefully that will cover it.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Have a good weekend.
All right, we're working on it.
We are working on it because it's my weekend coming up.
Someone has
Oh,
come in as Gerardo. Let's see who that is.
no, Judge, I'm Paisley. They have
Next, I'm
really
going to
interesting
address
seeds.
Oliphant Financial versus Margaret Ragland. This was a discovery subpoena. Defendant received service. She did not appear. We did an order to show cause, which is set for today, and she isn't here for this either. Attorney Elizabeth Ellison is here for the plaintiff.
She's here.
Oh, is she?
On the Paulette, her daughter.
All right, I didn't realize you were here. All right, Ms. Ragland, can you hear me?
Sure.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, I want you to raise your right hand. I will swear or affirm any information you provide in this discovery hearing will be true to the best of your knowledge and belief.
Yes.
All right. You got sued by Oliphant Financial and they got a judgment against you. I think it was a default. They had a hard time serving you. and a judgment entered in a substantial amount of money. In an attempt to collect on that judgment, they did a discovery subpoena to compel you to come to court to discuss the ability to collect on this debt. You didn't show up. So rather than issue a bench warrant for your arrest, I set this for a second hearing called an order to show cause. Attorney Elizabeth Ellison is here, and she's going to ask you some questions about your ability to pay on this debt.
If you see these vegetables, if you're in the Northeast, you could actually see this brand of vegetables in some grocery stores. But they're beets. They have this really delicious Badger Flame beets that are like candy, even raw. They're so delicious. And they have these really amazing little tomatoes as well. I'm gonna try and grow some next year. I hope.
That's what it's for.
Which probably went up because they had to serve this on you and you
beets
didn't.
don't taste like dirt. They specifically bred them like this, cellulite yoga pants. Children eat them like candy. And I've personally eaten them and they're delicious. And we ate them raw in a beet tartare formula. They know they normally taste like fucking dirt. That was the whole point, is that they figured out how to make these ones that don't.
Here for the previous hearing. I'm gonna put you in what's called a breakout room, so Attorney Ellis can ask you these questions under oath. So when the button comes up that says to join, I'm gonna ask you to join that,
Okay.
and Paulette.
I will
All
link
right.
it in the Discord. So you guys
Miss
can check
Ellison,
out the
I'll be
website.
here for further advice or guidance if needed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
They also made this like special sugar cabbage, I think it was
All
called.
right, I think the experiment of putting these general civil matters at 1 o'clock is a failure. Let's not do this anymore. Especially this next one, which would be very complicated. Is anyone here on behalf of Anna and Antonio Lopez?
I hear
Alguien
you,
está aquí
Cellulite
por
Yoga
parte de Ana y Antonio López.
If I had not eaten them myself, I wouldn't believe it.
This
I
hearing
did.
alone would take a half an hour if we were able to do it, particularly trying to do it through an interpreter. It just wasn't gonna fit here.
Could Judge complain more about a schedule, Beverly? What do you think? Hi.
Ms. Dixit, they are not here.
Mhm.
They filed a motion to set aside installment payments. They've done this multiple times.
Mhm.
I do it, they reset it, they redo it, they are here. And so defendant fails to appear. No action taken on motion to set aside the default. Well, you're asking to set aside the installment payment.
Yeah,
Which I'm gonna grant.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Vivian's helped us this a couple of times. The clerk put a big frown on here. I don't blame her. The motion to set aside the installment payment order is granted and a written garnishment may issue. Defendant failed to appear.
The clerk put her frowny face on this, and you know you're in shit when she does that. That's fucking hilarious to me. like, if you ever thought that administration wasn't important, they are the grease that keeps the
Once
wheels
more,
going.
is anyone here on behalf of Anna or Antonio Lopez?
Una vez más, ¿hay alguien aquí para Ana y Antonio López?
This case alone would have taken us a great deal of time. All right, Ms.
Say it
Dixit,
again, Judge.
thank you.
Say it
I'll see you
again.
again. Vivian, I'll certainly see you again. Thank you both for your help.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. Have a nice
You're
day.
welcome.
See you again later.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
All right, I think that cleared the decks for our general civil matters. Michelle, could you come get those? You can have all three of those, and let's not set any more of those at 1 o'clock on a Friday. Let's see who is here. Mr. and Mrs. Learn are here. John Bush is here. Terry Richmond is here. Andy Rognes is here. Steve Oldenburg. Somebody is listed as Samsung. Who's that?
Tanya Duran.
What's your name?
Tanya Duran.
All right. What? All right. All right, and Miss Bauer has joined us. She was at the Fairgrounds Veterans Stand Down and Housing Fair. It was great that she was there. Ms. Duran, your case has been dismissed. Apparently you've paid your rent and that matter is dismissed, and you can go on about your business.
Are you serious? I've never been
That's what I
told
was-
nothing.
Well, I was told it was dismissed, and they took the file off the docket. So, check with your landlord, okay?
Yeah, so do I check with them about my deposit? Because I still had to move.
Yes. Did you turn in your keys and give your forwarding address?
No, she doesn't talk to me. She don't like me.
All
I've
right,
never
well,
met her.
You have to turn in your keys and give your forwarding address within 4 days of your moving to trigger the security deposit law. If you wish to
Yeah,
claim
well,
your,
she can have it. It was only $540. It's no big deal.
all right, Mr. Rand, that's why they dismissed, because you moved, but you're good to go.
All right, thank.
All right, so first up is V Square Adventures versus Shannon Piper.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Good afternoon. Mr. Bush, bless him, is still here with us doing landlord tenant matters.
It was a short lunch.
It was a real short lunch. It was 1 minute. I had enough to eat one cookie. V Square Adventures is the new housing development outside of Centerville, and Shannon Pipers is one of the occupants. She lives at 221 Venture Boulevard. She would not accept service. She leaned out the window and cursed at the officer. They did a second mailing. She's not here, which I'm sorry. And Mr. Bush has submitted a judgment form, which makes my life so much easier, and a judgment. Mr. Bush, are you going to ask for a default?
Yes, we would, Your Honor.
All right. Is this through October or through September?
The rent would be through October, the extra money added.
So the current rent is $3,075. Court costs are $172.
I believe it's 170.89, Your Honor.
Well, 173.29. I put the mailing in there.
Oh, excuse me, that's fine.
And $80 in late fees for a total of $3,328.29. 10 days from today, which would be October the 13th, she's subject to being evicted. She's had some struggles. I don't know how she's doing. Partial payment will not prevent the writ of eviction. No money judgment is entered at this time. The appeal date is also October 13th.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. See judgment. I don't know where that's headed. As I said, she's had some struggles. Hopefully, she can get her rent paid. Otherwise, she's gonna have to move. I thought there were 9 units there. I think there's about 15 units now at 6 units per building. So 15, 30, it's like 120 units at $1,000 plus per month rent. So I expect we'll be seeing a lot of cases from there, but nobody's willing to build housing. This company did, and they have to make it so they can make a profit at it, and it immediately filled up. I think every unit is filled, but all right. Next, we will address Kreitz Rentals, Inc. versus John Settler. Jamie Kreitz is here. John Bush is also here. And is anyone here on behalf of John Settler?
Your Honor, I
Your Honor,
understand that
John,
out and surrender keys.
Yes, go ahead.
John Settler dropped off the keys this week and said he was out.
All right.
We could dismiss that case with prejudice, Your Honor.
All right. Reserve on money damages. Defendant has moved, plaintiff moved to dismiss.
Boobs, that's right. Guys in the truck, can you play the boob song, please? Oh, that's right. I don't have those. Hi, Creed. I hope you're doing good. Long chase tonight. Judge Middleton is grumpy, but can you guess what type of cookie
Next file
he had?
is Jamie
today?
Kreitz versus Gerardo Rangel. And I believe Mr. Rangel is here. This is also a second hearing. Oh, sheesh. Mr. Rangel, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Do we need an interpreter?
No, sí. Sí. Yes, please.
All right, I had the interpreter. I let her go.
No.
Would you guys see if you can get Vivian to rejoin us? We'll come back to this.
God damn it, Vivian. Vivian.
Terry Richmond and Larry Richmond versus Kaya Zolan and Stephen Oldenburg. Stephen Oldenburg is here. Mr. Oldenburg, I'm asking you to take off your hat. This is a demand for non-payment of rent. Miss Terry Richmond is here from our darkened headquarters. What's the status here?
Okay, through October, they owe $2,384.95 with court costs of $187.18 and a total of $2,582.13.
Oh, thanks for the raise.
Mr. Oldenburg, where's Miss
Thanks
Zolan?
for being here. I'm putting my hat back on.
Your mic's on mute.
That
can you
happens
hear
to me
me
all
now?
the time. You gotta unmute yourself.
Yes.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Where's Miss Zolan?
I asked her if she was going to be attending, and she said she was not. That's the best answer I can give you. It's the only answer I have for that.
She failed to appear for a criminal case this week. And so I set it for this afternoon on the thought that she may be here for this and I could address that. She's gonna get a bench warrant for her arrest for failing to appear on her criminal matter. She doesn't have to appear on this.
I wasn't aware that she had a criminal matter on her.
Well, let me tell you what it is. I thought I
Spill the tea,
had the
Judge.
file with
And
me,
you
but I
guys,
don't
thank
know
you
where
so
it
much
is.
for coming by.
Back in. I got the
Make sure you subscribe. Just like they did.
She's my sister, by the way, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your sister? Bro, what?
She failed to appear for driving without any insurance. She was supposed to be here on October 2nd. She didn't show up. So I bumped it to today thinking maybe she'd show up for this. So she needs to contact the court before she gets arrested. All right, Ms. Richmond tells us what the arrearage is. Do you agree with that, Mr. Oldenburg?
Dervin? Is that what we should call you? Dervin? Welcome. Oh, they said to tell me I'm beautiful. I love to hear that. I'm very vain. Oh, you guys.
Well, Your Honor, I had no idea that this was even happening. I wasn't aware of it until the 15th of September when I had called her office because my sister asked to borrow $1,000 from me in a text, and then same text said that rent was late.
So are you a co-signer for her?
No, we both went in on the apartment together 3 years ago, a little over.
Sir! Oh my gosh, Legal Fiction! 10 gifted subs, thank you. And then Dwight, 5 months. We haven't wanted to get rid of you. Yeah. Also, what was I supposed... Oh, pasta. Pasta. That's how I say it. It's pasta, and it's delicious. And I make delicious, delicious pasta. Oh! Okay, first of all, thanks for subbing. Second of all, welcome to the crew of Varukusaki. Sorry, my brain is not working very good. We don't often get all this noise all the time, so I appreciate you guys coming by. Legal Fiction, again, thank you for 10. And pasta, I guess that's strange, but don't worry. If I'm cooking you pasta, you are not complaining about my mouth and how I say pasta.
This situation has happened to me once before where I was unaware of it, and it was resolved.
Well, the law requires that I adjourn this matter for 7 days, which takes us to next Friday, the 10th of October, which hopefully won't be as bad as today was. In fact,
Can I ask a
nothing.
question?
Yes.
Can I evict just her?
Not very simply. You could evict both and then execute a new lease with him.
Okay.
But let's set this for next Friday. Looks as bad as today. Miss Richmond, I'm not sure whether you're, I got a bunch of civil stuff.
Oh, he is
You're
so
here
mad
at
about his
11.
schedule.
So let's continue this to 10:50. Friday, October 10th.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure you sub to the channel. I'm very bad at
what
going
time, Your Honor?
live at the same time.
10:50 a.m.
You'd
And
imagine that
tell her she
my,
needs to get in here on that insurance case.
my
Yes,
schedule
I'll
looks as
move
bad
to
as a
the next
judge's.
Sure. Wasn't aware. Yeah. I guess there's a lot of things I wasn't aware of.
All right, well, contact Ms. Richmond and figure out what the deal is, and we'll address this further next Friday at 10:50. What
We've
was your
been-
question?
Steve and
Oh,
I have
you
been in
asked.
touch, and
Steven, you are touching. I don't know if that's a very good idea. Matology, that's awesome. Let us know what strain is on your brain. And Miracle Mama, Cole and Owen, somebody I've met in real life at a meetup in Florida. So glad that you have been here, creeping up on 2 years. I appreciate the support. Someone brought their kid with hand, foot, and mouth disease to court. Oh my God. No, don't do that. Jesus Christ. Now there's going to be probably a flag on this video. Like, the World Health Organization thinks that hand, foot, and mouth disease is serious. Fuck.
she's not giving him his mail, so I made copies of the court date for him so that he could be here.
Is she employed?
No.
I had no idea this was even going on, Your Honor.
All right, I'll take you at your word, but we're gonna have to get it squared away. She did have
Yeah,
some
I've been trying to work with Ms. Richmond on resolving this issue. We're going through the legal process first.
All right, I'll see you next Friday morning.
Okay,
I
thank
like
you,
the
Your
sounds
Honor.
of all those strains.
We'll talk.
All
Steve.
right. Now, our interpreter is here. This is gonna slow us down dramatically.
Tell me about it,
I'll
Judge.
remove Mr. Olenberg.
His son is with him, Your Honor, and can speak English just fine.
Yeah, but he's not a certified court interpreter. So we have one with us. I
You don't know
reserved
him,
one and
Judge.
then forgot it. Vivian Montero has joined us. Gerardo Rangel, could you turn your camera on? Ms. Montero, thank you for joining us again.
As always, whenever we do a Spanish case, I'm reminded of how I barely passed Spanish in high school. Me llamo Paisley. E2, that's about all I know. Seriously.
Vivian, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Thank you for coming back on short notice. I should have had the foresight to know this was going on. This is a return to the case of Jamie Kreitz versus Gerardo Rangel.
Sharon! Oh my God! Thank you so much. Holy shit. That is so generous. You guys, welcome to the new members. Oh, also, Creed, I don't know if you heard the good news or if you're still here or if the slot machines or the slut machines, whatever you call them, have drawn you back. But I will be back in the kitchen this week for 2 days. So make sure to tune in because you always complain that I'm not in the kitchen. Sharon, thank you so much for that. Holy shit, you guys. What a night.
Yes, Your Honor.
Case number is 251775 LT.
Okay. Ese es el caso 2577 LD.
Vivian, get it together,
You're
bro.
breaking up badly.
All right, let me shut my camera.
Sharon's in here dropping
All right.
memberships. Legal Fiction's dropping memberships.
This is a
and then
return to the matter of Jamie Kreitz versus Gerardo Rangel.
Vamos a tocar el caso nuevamente de Jamie Craig versus Gerardo Rangel.
¿Es usted Gerardo Rangel?
Sí, soy yo.
Yes, it is I.
We went through this last week with the assistance of your son.
Repasamos eso la semana pasada con la ayuda de su hijo.
Sí.
Today we have a certified interpreter with us to help, and I'm going to take a moment and swear her in.
Hoy tenemos una intérprete certificada para ayudarnos. Voy a tomar un momento para que ella preste juramento.
Sí, está bien, gracias.
Yes, that's fine. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Montero, would you please raise your right hand?
Yes.
Do you swear or affirm to the best of your ability you will translate these matters from Spanish into English and English into Spanish?
I do.
We determined last week that you were substantially behind in your rent.
Determinamos la semana pasada que usted estaba atrasado en lo de la renta.
According to Mr. Bush, through October, you owe $8,400 in back rent.
Your Honor, there'd actually be another $900 that came due on October 1st.
All right, so that would be $9,300 due through October.
That is accurate, Judge.
Dice que según el señor Bush, el monto era 8,400 más un mes más de 900 para el mes de octubre. Son un total de $9,300 atrás.
This is still very hard to hear, Vivian. It's come through like Charlie Brown's teacher. Let's see if we, did you get that, Mr. Rangel? You owe $9,300 of rent through October.
Señor Rangel, usted escuchó, usted está debiendo un total de $9,300, incluyendo el mes de octubre.
Sí, escuché.
If we add the court costs,
Si agregamos los costos del tribunal,
the total comes up to 9,602 or 8,602.
that's 10 months of not paying rent. What the hell? What the hell?
I believe it should be $9,502.16, Your Honor.
Su señoría, creo que debe ser 9,502.16.
Yes. With costs, you owe $9,502.16.
Sí, con los costos del tribunal, usted debe 1,502.16 centavos.
That is due within 10 days, or you could be subject to being evicted. Vivian, the signal is very poor.
Vivian, it's not working out.
I'm not sure what to do here.
Well,
It works in
let's
English.
try again.
Usted tiene 10 días para pagar el monto de 9,502.16. De lo contrario, usted puede estar desalojado.
You told me last week you wanted to try to pay the rent.
Se me dijo la semana pasada que quería intentar la renta.
That's a lot of rent.
Eso es mucho dinero de renta.
That's a lot of rent, Mikey. What did you tell people? What are you saying, C? Thanks for the raid, by the way. These people owe $9,500 in back rent, but they gotta pay it in 10 days. Something tells me they're not going to.
Oh, sí, lo que pasa es que la persona que nos iba a ayudar o que me iba a ayudar no pudo ayudarnos con este pago, porque supuestamente el lugar donde estamos aquí es muy alto de renta. Eso fue lo que me dijo.
The person who was going to help us pay the rent said they couldn't pay the rent because the rent amount was too high here.
Yes, I believe that. I think you're gonna have to move.
Creo eso. Creo que usted va a tener que cambiar de casa.
Mr. Kreitz is almost $10,000 behind in his rent, and it doesn't look like you're gonna be able to pay it.
Parece que está casi $10,000 atrás de renta y que no va a poder pagarlo.
And he has people who would like to rent this apartment.
Y que tiene gente que quiere rentar ese apartamento.
They came to my office yesterday, Your Honor, and they understand that they got to go. They couldn't come up with the money.
Su señoría, ellos vinieron a mi despacho el día de ayer. Ellos entienden que tienen que irse. No pudieron reunir el dinero.
Oh, bueno, no,
You owe $9,300 in rent.
Se están debiendo $9,300 de renta.
$202.16 in court costs.
$200.16 en costos del tribunal.
The total is $9,502.16.
El monto total son $9,502.16.
And you have 10 days to pay that. That would be by October 13th.
Tienen 10 días para pagarlo. Sería más tardar el 13 de octubre.
una pregunta.
A question.
No puedo dar,
Yes.
como Jamie, no puedo dar la mitad de ese dinero. Y lo demás puedo dar doble pago por mes. ¿Es posible
So
eso?
is it possible that I give Jamie half the money and then double payments on rent each month?
Well,
Is that possible?
You could discuss that with him, but at this point, I think he wants his apartment back.
Puede
If
hablar
he
con
will
él
agree
sobre
to,
eso, pero yo creo que él quiere su apartamento de vuelta.
if he would agree to that, he can wait for up to 56 days before he asks for the writ of eviction.
Si él está de acuerdo de hacerlo así, él podía postergarlo hasta 56 días antes de la notificación de desalojo.
When you move, if you do move, you need to turn in your keys and give your forwarding address in writing within 5 days of your moving.
Si cambia de casa, tiene que entregar las llaves y dejar la nueva dirección donde usted se va a encontrar dentro de 5 días de cambiar de casa. Tiene que dar eso por escrito.
If you do, for example, pay $5,000,
Si por ejemplo usted paga los $5,000,
and agree to catch up on the rest of the rent, he can do that if he wishes to, but he does not have to.
y pueden, y luego pagar los $5,000 y luego pagar doble de renta cada mes. Él puede aceptar eso, pero él no está obligado a aceptarlo así.
Ok, y para eso tengo que hablar con Jamie, o si Jamie nos está escuchando, puede hacerlo, o no puede hacerlo.
So, do I need to talk to Jamie? Is he listening? Jamie,
Yes,
can I
he's-
do this?
I'm
Or
he's
can I
here,
not do
Vivian.
this?
What?
I'm here, Vivian. You can have Gerardo call me later this afternoon if he thinks he can come up with half.
Yo sigo aquí, señor Gerardo. Señor Gerardo, usted me puede echar una llamada esta tarde si creen que pueden entregar la mitad.
All right. Otherwise, you have to be prepared to move by October 13th unless your landlord agrees to something different. Do you have any questions?
Sadly, they could do that,
No,
William.
solo hablar con Jamie al rato, pues más tarde y ya pienso que lo podemos hacer.
We lost Vivian.
Fucking Vivian.
Sorry, I mean, my dad just said that we're gonna talk to Jamie later on this afternoon and see what we what plan we come up with. We come up with a plan to pay either half or and start paying.
All right.
Or
If you can work something out, that's all fine with me.
okay, thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right.
Wouldn't
You're
it
good
be
to
easier
go.
to just have figured it out?
Okay, thank you so
beforehand?
much.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Bush, I think that finishes your obligations.
No, I still have more with Larry Kreitz.
A little
Oh, we
more
got
bush
another one.
for
Well, let's
everybody?
take up Mr. Learn and Mr. Rognus. I'll bring Vivian back.
A little bit of bush.
Yeah, we got Larry Kreitz in a minute. Mr. Savage is here.
There was a teacher in my high school named Mr. Savage.
Sorry about that. I just got to boot it out.
Yes,
Yeah,
we lost your
Vivian,
signal.
you sorta deserved
He didn't
it.
have any questions. His son helped at the end. He's gonna get a hold of Mr. Kreitz today and they're gonna see if they can work something out.
Okay, my apologies. Like I said, it just kicked me out and I tried to get back in.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Well, I think we're good to go. Thank
Just
you.
full of excuses, Vivian. Fucking shit.
Yes. All right, and I've got,
Get it together, Viv.
all right, next up is Monroe and Vicky Learn versus Rebecca Rudisil. Mr. and Mrs. Learn are here. Are you Rebecca Rudisil? You need to unmute your mic.
Unmute, 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 unmute.
Yes, I can. I should just, let me call the case. Everything takes 3 times as long to do it through an interpreter. So we'll go back to regular tempo here. This is file 251925. It is a
Hold on, I gotta
non-payment of
mute
rent
because-
case. And
Fucking Stacy over here stacked. Let's let her come over too.
Andrew Rognus is here for the plaintiff, and we'll get to that in a minute. Ms. Rudisil, you filed a request for me to disqualify myself or a change of venue. You represent that I am a friend of Mr. Learns, and we play poker together. And that would be a conflict of interest. And I guess it would be if it were true. I don't play poker. I've never played poker with Mr. Learn. I've never visited his home. He's never visited at mine. I've seen him at social events and here in court, but I don't feel the need to recuse myself. I do have a cousin who is much better looking than I am, who plays poker. It's possible he may have been an associate of my cousin, whose name is also Middleton, but it isn't me. So, Ms. Rudisil, I don't have any sort of relationship with Mr. and Mrs. Learn other than here when they come to court. And if I was to play poker, I probably wouldn't be very good at it. So I'm not gonna recuse myself because it may be a case of mistaken identity. Mr. Rognus, what's the arrearage here?
Well, Your Honor, there was a payment made, but it didn't close the gap and got September and October of $750 each. Currently, the rent balance, $5,320. Ms. Rudisil, you want to write this down?
Yeah.
Okay. Because if you're getting assistance, you're gonna need this info.
Yeah.
Jesus
Okay, I'm
Christ, that's
ready.
expensive.
So yeah, the rent through the end of October is $5,320. Got late charges, $25 per month, total up $335. Cost totaling $172.17. So grand total $5,827.17.
All right, now, Miss Rudisil, I skipped a step.
Was it dancing? Did you skip dancing, Judge? Because we like to dance.
I need to advise you of your rights as a tenant in a landlord-tenant proceeding. We've gotten so busy, I kind of jumped ahead. Mr. Savage, these are all second cases, but Ms. Rudisil, as a tenant in a landlord-tenant non-payment of rent case, you have the following rights. You have the right to hire a lawyer. If you cannot afford an attorney, you could request assistance from legal aid. And Meg Bauer is here from legal aid, sitting right in the courtroom and is available for consultation if needed. You have the right to have your case heard in St. Joe County where the property is located. You have a right to demand a jury trial. If you wish to have a jury trial, you must tell me at this first court appearance or be prepared to file the demand in writing within 5 days and pay the $50 jury demand fee unless the judge waives it for your inability to pay it. If your landlord has asked you to be evicted from a residential property because you haven't paid rent, you may be able to get assistance from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, local coordinated entry agency, that's Community Action Agency, and Housing Assessment and Resource Agency, that's Neighborhoods, Inc. Or if you're a veteran, you may be able to get assistance from the veterans. In fact, they just had a very nice 4-hour open house to help people with rent issues and veterans issues, all kinds of stuff, free food, free haircuts, free legal advice. Anyway, we sent that information to you with your original summons. You do not need a judgment against you to receive help from the places listed above. Copy of the summons and complaint are sufficient. You may be able to reach an agreement with the landlord by going through community dispute resolution. And if you're interested, we can set that up. You may be able to reach an agreement with the landlord that means the case would get dismissed, which would result in what's called a conditional order of dismissal. Ms. Rudisil, I do have one thing in common. My cousin and I used to deliver newspapers to the apartment complex you're in there on Elm Street when we were kids. And I'm familiar with that place tucked away up at the dead end, north end of Elm Street. What's your plan? Are you going to try to pay the rent or do you plan to move?
I couldn't hear nothing you said up until
You didn't
just
hear the
now.
interesting story about me delivering newspapers? That was the best part. Do
No.
you have a plan to either pay the rent or move?
Did he, money that I've paid since June, has that been taken off there weekly when I was paying?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you going to ask for emergency help?
Yeah, I was gonna try to get that if I can.
Have you done that so far?
I called them the other day and they're supposed to call me back. I think it was
Which agency
Friday.
did you call?
I got the paperwork right here. Oh. The. What's it at? Dang it.
The what?
Judge, while she's looking, I spoke with Neighborhoods Inc. of Battle
Ooh,
Creek
I gotta take a
today
cute picture.
and got to the bottom of, they do have funding for St. Joseph County. It seems like they had paused intakes for Calhoun County. And if you apply a certain direction, they've got a couple different ways to apply, and it seems they were sort of assuming everybody was for Calhoun County. And so that was erroneous, that people were shut down. They now are aware that that happened, or that people were turned away, so they're going to address that issue. But there is, at this point, and there is available prevention funding through Neighborhoods Inc., which is great news.
I would have liked to have gone to your event. As I told you, I tried to go to the other one and it got canceled. I wanted to talk to somebody from these agencies. So it's October 1st. Apparently Neighborhoods Inc. does have some funding, but Ms. Rudisill, you need to treat this with some urgency. You're 17 days from being out on the street with your umbrella in your hand and all your property on the curb on Elm Street. When there is a request for financial aid, the court rule says we're supposed to adjourn 2 weeks. So let's see where that takes us.
Puts us at the 17th.
Why don't I look good in any of the pictures that I
Yeah,
take?
and the number I called was a 211 for her.
Stop saying the numbers.
I'm not here on the 17th, Andrew. I'm sorry. I'm having a
20th, I'm like super booked.
Yeah.
Are we all?
Although I guess I have a 1:15 with you. I got
Do
it
you on the 20th?
I got a 2 o'clock with Rob.
All right. Well, let's set this for 1:30. The Monday, the 20th.
And can I get the number the lady was talking about? that has
Sharon,
help-
you are
that
too
helps
sweet.
too?
I'm laughing about that though. You
At
are so
Neighborhoods
sweet,
Inc.
though.
Yeah.
Mikey, you can take that off my tab.
That number is 269.
Okay.
Not on my watch, Judge. Not
The
on my
num- the-
watch.
I didn't hear you say the number. I just got the extension.
All right, let me try again. 269.
It's gonna be on that handout that came with the summons and complaint.
Yes, it's on there too. Also,
Okay.
partial payment will not prevent the writ of eviction. You have to pay the entire arrearage. And it's substantial. It's almost $6,000. So let's say they agree to give you $4,000, you'd still need to pay the balance. Just like everybody else, I think the Learns probably have a waiting list of people that would like to rent.
Yeah. If I get that, whatever they can pay, will they, I had cleaned the apartment when I moved in and I was supposed to be paid for doing that and I never got paid.
Well, you can discuss that with your landlords, but let's assume you got $300 for cleaning the apartment. You're still $5,500 behind. Then the question is, will you be able to pay November's rent? They're frozen.
Hi, Sashina.
So we're going to adjourn this 2 weeks. I'm guessing you're not going to have enough money to pay your rent. So I'm going to give you 10 days from the 20th, which would be October 30th, to pay the rent or move. If you move, you need to turn in the keys and give your forwarding address in writing within 4 days of your moving. Your landlords can agree to work with you, but they don't have to.
Okay.
So
Okay.
stay in contact with them as well.
Okay.
Brian and Kimmy and the
All
cats,
right,
but
you have any
mostly
further
Kimmy
questions?
and the cats. Thank you.
No.
Brian cannot confirm or deny.
All right,
that
Mr. and
he is
Mrs. Learn, I'm
going
sorry I don't
to-
play poker, but somebody might. I didn't have anything to do with it. All right, thank you. You're all good to go.
Your
Thank
Honor,
you.
thank you.
All right.
And that's interesting. 211.
Ms. Canfield, what have you got for me?
Your Honor, a little bit of an unusual situation. We had a gentleman show up today for an October 9th pretrial and indicate that he couldn't come on the 9th. And it's actually a citation I'm dismissing. I just didn't know if you wanted to sign the paperwork and then I can give it to the clerk.
Thank you for doing that. I appreciate when you accommodate people.
Oh, we love somebody who can accommodate
And that's what we do.
people.
If they show up, we deal with them. Expired. Okay, very good. Thank you. Thanks for
welcome.
dealing with that.
Thank you for interrupting your day.
All right. Well, my day has yet to be interrupted. It's been on go since
I
8.
hear you need lunch at the bench.
I had one cookie.
What kind
All
of
right,
cookie?
let's see who all we got. We got a bunch of more people that have come in. Mr. TC, dude with the hat. What's your name?
Austin Newell.
All right, Mr. Newell, I ask you to remove your hat. All right, I've got
Fine.
Tino U380AC. Who is that? Tino U380AC. Who am I speaking to?
John Settler. John Settler.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
We've already taken up that matter and it was dismissed.
Yes. That matter was dismissed, Mr. Settler. We were told that you've turned in the keys and vacated.
Yep. Yes, sir. That is true.
All right, then you're good to go on about your business.
Okay. Thank you. Have a God-filled day.
All right, we're working on it. I've had a filled day, I'll say that. All right, Damon Savage is here. We're gonna finish Mr. Bush's and then turn over to Mr. Reed's. This is Larry Kreitz versus Damon Savage and Kay Bowerman. We were here previously on the 19th. They were planning to move. Mr. Savage, what's the status here today?
We still plan on moving. Some stuff came up with my youngest, and we've been in and out of the hospitals. So we were trying to accommodate to go get our stuff and turn in the keys and figure that out.
All right. Well, you get 10 days from today to do it. So I'm gonna, John, is this another one? Do we need to add another $900 to this for October?
It's $700, Jenna. Yes, we do.
700, all right.
Fuck me. $700 rent? Yes,
So
please.
through October, you owe 9672 plus 700 equals 10,372. And you owe court costs of 239.50 plus 376, 243.24 plus 10,372 equals 10,000. That's not right.
600 each?
I believe it's 10,615.26 here.
$10,615.24. Now that's how much you have to pay if you wish to stay there. If you move, you need to turn in the keys and give your forwarding address in writing within 4 days of your moving. 10 days from today is October the 13th. No money judgment is entered at this time. If Mr. Kreitz Sr. wishes to go after a money judgment, he can do that in a small claims case or otherwise. They do have the right to keep your security deposit to apply to any unpaid rent or damages. But at this point, I think you should just vacate. Do you know what town you're moving to?
Yes.
Which is where?
6, that's so
Bronson.
sweet.
Okay, I think you told me that last week.
Are you working anywhere right now, Damon?
I work everywhere.
I've been trying to look over here. The car situation's a little goofy. So I just got a bike, but I plan on trying to fill out for G&W over here in Bronson.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, well, you have 10 days to vacate or you're subject to being evicted. Do you have any questions?
I do not.
All right, you're good to go.
Thank you, Your Honor. Enjoy the weekend.
All right, thank you. I'm doing the best we can. All right, thank you,
But
Mr.
he's
Bush.
only had one
I
cookie
think
and
all
we
the
can't
rest of
determine
our
what kind
cases are
yet.
Timothy Reed's. We've got Roberts Ultra. We got Paulette.
Robert's Ultra sounds like a beer.
And Stacy Newbury is here with us, so we'll take that one up first. This is file 251632LT. It's entitled Whispering Pines Mobile Home Park versus Stacy Newbury. We were here last week on the 26th. We determined the arrearage was 129910. Ms. Newbury was going to try to pay. Mr. Reed did provide some judgments, which I do appreciate having those in hand. Mr. Reed or Ms. Lentz, what's the status here?
Rebecca, has there been any payments?
She made a $250 payment this morning.
Okay, so that changes my, so what do you show? Because, okay, that's definitely different. Can you tell me what the arrearages are with the legal fees?
It's $1,539.10. That's with legal fees.
Okay.
Well, we need to split it out.
Yeah.
How much is rent?
Well, legal fees, Your Honor, is 20510. That was already determined, total.
Yes, it was. So, well, through September, it was 1094. So we need to add in October.
Correct, which is $470, Your Honor, plus $20 garbage fee.
420 plus $20 garbage.
470 plus $20 garbage fee. So 490 total.
All right. 1094 plus 490 is 1584. If we subtract 250 of payment, we get 1334. And then if we add court costs of 20510,
It's just cheaper to pay your rent.
we get your figure, 153910. Miss Newbury, do you agree with those figures?
Yes, sir.
All right, are you guys gonna try to pay this?
Yep, we spoke with Rebecca on doing a payment plan on between the next few months to complete that up.
All right, now let me repeat this. I'm gonna give you the figures through October. They are 1,334. Plus court costs of 205.10. Total of 1,539.10. That's due by October 13th, or you're subject to being evicted. Partial payment will not prevent the writ of eviction, that it may be liable for additional damages if other money is owed. And acceptance of a partial payment will not prevent the writ of eviction. You have to pay the whole thing. They don't have to evict you on October 13th. They have 56 days from today to ask for the writ of eviction and 56 days to serve it. So they can't agree to work with you to try to get caught up on this. Are you and Mr. Boots both still employed?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
These boots
And
were made for
that's you,
working.
Robert.
And that's what
Yes.
just what he'll do. One of these days, these boots.
All
are
right, well, I
gonna
say this a
walk
lot. It's a
all
lot
over
easier for the landlord to keep a good tenant in there than to move one out and move another one in. So if you can set up a repayment agreement that satisfies them, that's okay with me. By the letter of the law, unless you pay the entire amount by October 13th, you're subject to being evicted, but it sounds like you're gonna work something out. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
No.
All right, Mr. Reed, thank you for that judgment. I got it done and Nora good squared away. All right, you two are both free to go. Next,
you.
we're gonna talk to Austin Newell.
Rebecca, this one is done, correct?
Correct. He
We're
We're
paid
filing
it.
a dismissal. He's paid in full, Your Honor.
Austin.
Oh, Mr. Newell, very good. I'll just indicate defendant paid in full.
He had indicated last week that he thought he'd be able to get the balance paid off, and he did in fact. So I appreciate him being here, and we'll get that dismissal filed.
Those are the best kind, Mr. Newell.
The big D.
Thank you, sir. I work real hard,
Austin.
trying to keep myself.
What?
Do you have more paperwork from this morning?
I have a whole crap load of it that I haven't had a chance to address. What do they need?
Jenny needs to be in custody so she can.
I bet she does. I had 1 minute between then and now, so I'm coming to the home stretch.
All right, thank you.
Lady, stop bothering Judge.
All right, Mr. Newell, you're good to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
But seriously, good
All
job,
right, Whispering
Austin.
Pines versus Janie Beauchamp or any other occupants. Defendant failed to appear last week. We had Mr. Reed, Ms. Bauer, and Ms. Lentz, but the defendant wasn't here. Mr. Reed agreed to just bump it a week to see if she showed up, and she did not. Mr. Reed, you're gonna ask for a default at this time?
Well, I guess Rebecca, have they contacted you?
They have.
Okay. Do you wish to put the default in? I know that they talked about making some payments to you, but we have 56 days from the entry of the order to actually put the writ in.
Yeah, you can do the default because I did speak to her yesterday that she needed to make a payment by the 13th. And she said okay, so she does know about it. I didn't have contact with her. So we can still do the default and just hold off until the 13th.
Okay, Your Honor. So last week or last month, I believe we were, or last week, it was 2,405 plus court cost of 179.10.
Yes.
And since that time, there's an additional $500 in rent and $20 garbage fee for a total of $3,104.10.
$2,405 plus 500 is $2,905, $2,925. Court costs of $179.10. Is $3,104.10. Is that what you get?
Yes, Your Honor.
defined by default through October. Their rent is $2,925. 179.10 for a total of $3,104.10 due by October 13th. And
Oh, I'm so
Rebecca knows the
tired.
deal. She can agree to work with them, similar to the last case.
I've done 17,378 steps so far today.
All right, I think this is our last case.
Last case, Whispering Pines 2 and
I'm
Colonial
not
Estates
sure.
and Blue Gills. I
I
think it's a
have
trailer park.
Whispering Pines versus Cheyenne Osborne at any other occupants.
Cheyenne.
I've got someone listed as Elizabeth Ellison and Paulette. And someone's here from Aaron Cox's office. That would be
Cox? Where? Where's the Cox?
Donald Osinski, Your Honor.
Which case are you here on?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm here on Oliphant Financial. I'm so sorry, I forgot her name. I'm pulling it up right now. Oliphant Financial.
Yeah, you guys went out for a discovery a long time ago.
Yeah, we just completed the show cause hearing. However, there were documents that were required from the subpoena that we're just going to follow up on. Because we're doing this via the mail, because the defendant doesn't have an email address, we're just going to request at minimum 30 days in order to go ahead and allow all the documents to be exchanged through the mail.
That's acceptable.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Did you understand what it is they need, ma'am?
Okay. Yes.
All right. You guys have been talking for a long time. I forgot you were even back there. All right, you're both free to go. If you need further assistance from the court, just file a motion and request it. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just for my clarification, Your Honor, 30 days, will the court just send us a notice in the mail with regards to date and time?
Say that again.
With the 30 days, just to ensure that the documents were exchanged, is the court going to send a notice of the date and time of the continuance of the show cause hearing to ensure
All
that?
right, so yes, they took the file away from me, but I will continue the matter to November 3rd at 9 a.m.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right, Michelle, that would be that discovery case. We need to continue it for further discovery for November 3rd at 9 a.m. All right, thank you.
Have a great day, everyone.
Okay, it's been just wonderful.
Judge, oh my God.
You sound so genuine about that.
Every day is a blessing.
There you go.
Every day is a blessing, and I'm gonna see a lot of old friends, and I'm gonna go to my friend's visitation here in a little bit. This is a blessing to have old friends. Whispering Pines 2 versus Cheyenne Osborne and any other occupants. Again, Ms. Osborne failed to appear. Similar to the last case, Mr. Reed simply agreed to set it over for today with our other cases. What's the status here?
No contact. So through October, now that we're in October, the total amount for rent is $4,249.
All right.
With attorney fees and court costs of $179.10 for a total of $4,428.10.
Not far behind you,
Miss
Sashina.
Lentz, is she
Good
still there?
night.
She is.
Also, get excited for some recipes this week that you guys
All
are
right, I
gonna
will do a
like.
default judgment
All right.
through October.
Does anybody want to come and be my kitchen assistant?
4,249, 179.10, and cost for a total of 4,428.10. That is due within 10 days from today, which is October 13th. As in the other case, Ms. Lentz knows she can work with the tenant, but if they don't contact her and don't pay anything, there's not a lot of wiggle room. And this is lot only.
It's lot.
What?
Lot and trailer.
It is
Oh,
lot
sorry,
trailer on
tra-
it. Sorry, I didn't. I think I just used the lump term rent there at the end there, but yes, it's all one. Sorry, I may have threw you off.
Well, when you were here last time, you thought maybe they were moving out, but they haven't moved out.
Oh, she froze.
They have not. Today would be in their last day that they were moving out.
Well,
Well, they get 10 days from today, or they
I have
can
a
get the
lot of fun in the
assistance of the
kitchen.
sheriff. All right, thank you, Mr. Reed, and thank you, everyone else. That completes I've been sitting right in this very spot since 8:15 this morning. And my back is shaped like this chair. I look like a shrimp when I get up. So we'll be in recess. I've got to process all the paperwork, but if somebody says I can't keep up anymore, they're mistaken. All right, thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Judge. Hope you have a good weekend.
Did somebody say
Yes,
that,
thank
though,
you.
Judge? Oh my God.
All
that
right,
is
that
so
completes
fucking
our
funny.
very busy Friday.
Hector, hi. Lizette's here. We got to go back and hear him say that again. Did somebody say that he looks like a shrimp and he can't keep up? That's a terrible thing to say to Judge. Before we say goodnight, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate seeing all these familiar names in chat. What a great little family we have. You know, Credence and Mikey, amazing guys, and I really appreciate all their support always, all your guys' support always. I love togethering with you, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Let's listen to Judge groan about his back again before we say goodnight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Judge. Hope you have a good weekend.
Yes, thank you. All right, that completes our very busy Friday, October 3rd. We'll be back Monday morning with some other matters. I'm gonna try to finish up all this pile of paperwork here, get onto my other events. Thank you all.
Judge, my apologies for not having a jacket.
Oh, you're fine.
We were gonna go visit somebody today, visit a potential client instead, so I didn't think we were gonna make it. But she had to cancel, so here we are.
Okay, Meg. As always, adding a little fucking, we didn't need it, but we appreciate it, I guess, Meg. But next time, wear the jacket. You're right about that, 6. It is hot as fuck in my kitchen. I'm wondering if I should do another type of stream one of the days. Oh, okay. Now I've got an idea in my mind. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for being here. You're the best. I appreciate you. Do me a favor. In the meantime, remember that I love you and I'm proud of you, and I will see you in the next video tomorrow. Okay, bye. Bye.
Ways down, ready to ride.